What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Crash City. This week, I have April Rayne coming to hang out with us for a little bit. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, can you tell us a little bit of the content you do before we start talking about it?
Yes, I am a cosplayer and an online bop, if you will. I do a little bit of everything, but I love cosplaying the most.
Okay, you're gonna have to help me out a little bit. I'm 28. What is a bop? What is a bop?
A bop is like, how can I say this in like the nicest way possible? A bop is like an online hoe, if you will.
I see. I always wonder about that because I've gotten to interview women in the adult industry, and that is like a newer term, I would have to say. And it's crazy because I did reach out to you earlier today, and you're actually really smart.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you. Listen, I'm just here to break this stigma, okay? I started doing this probably like 8 years ago. I stopped for a couple years, but 8 years ago, they definitely used to call us something way worse than a bop. Um, but I actually took years off to go to university. And listen, I'm just here to break the stigma, okay? Like bops can be smart too, okay? I like some of the most well-known like people in my industry have like full-on science degrees. They're in like law school. They have so many like degrees. They have an education. But a lot of people don't know that because they don't really like put it out there a lot. And I think a lot of people just think like a lot of girls that are in the industry, they aren't smart when in reality, like they kind of are.
So I want to hit on a few things. One, you're correct. You talk about it in one of your TikToks. You have your degree in political science. You could be a paralegal. Like you're actually really smart. Two, you point out that you're from Canada, and I've only been listening to how Canadian you sound the entire time.
Stop. Are you serious? I like I don't think I sound Canadian, but like I think some words yeah, but I don't know. It's funny that you can hear my like Canadian accent.
You said out, and I was like, oh yeah, there it is. It's popping. It's showing.
Yeah, it's the East Coast accent, unfortunately.
When I was looking at a lot of your stuff, I have a few questions. When did the Omegle stuff come out? Because you've taken some reels, and I have to ask: are those genuine, real interactions? Because if they are, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them. I have so many favorites, but I think my all-time favorite Omegle was the green person clip. They're like they had like green face paint on, and I was like, "Why are you green?" And they were like, I can't remember what they said now. They were like, "Mind your business" kind of thing, but it was so funny. Like genuinely, so many Omegles. I'm like actually laughing so hard after. And like I'll even rewatch them and I'm like, why is this interaction like the funniest thing I've ever like had to do in my life? Like it's hilarious.
Yeah, you made a man, which I feel bad. I feel bad for women when you have creeps that
Mhm.
come in and ask for just outlandish stuff. And I want to talk about any like weird DMs you've gotten later on. But you had a man ask to see your feet, and you made him meow.
Yeah. Yeah. And after I was like, oh, like I promise, like I'll show you if you just meow for me. And after he did it, I like skipped, like, like got him. Like, and not showing a foot out here on a Omegle like that.
What is the what are some of like the weirder reactions that you've gotten? What are some of the weirder DMs that you've gotten? Or I mean, even on your site, what are some of the weirdest requests that you've gotten?
I would say like DM wise, I actually screenshotted one. and I can't remember what it said, but it was so out to lunch that I was like, this is actually the funny. I wish I could like look it up right now, but it was the funniest DM and I can't even remember what it was, but I do get a lot of DMs. Sometimes I just get DMs saying like F you. Like a lot of people telling me like bad words and stuff. But I'd say like on my spicy site, I'd say what comes to mind, my weirdest DM that I think I've ever gotten was when I was in university, I kind of like backed out from like OF and stuff. And I was actually a bartender while I was in university. And somebody who used to pay for my stuff before like I went to university, they DM'd me. And keep in mind, like a lot of the time I have no idea like who's subbing to my site or whatever, but they messaged me. I checked my like OF one random day and they messaged me and they were like, I just want to say like I've subscribed to you for years and I had to unsubscribe because you served me. Like you're like a bartender and you served me and you were genuinely one of the nicest people. I just cannot look at you like that ever again. So like I have to unsubscribe to you. And I think that was the weirdest because it was just so odd getting that message in the first place, but it put things into perspective like, oh my god, there's people out here that I interact with who like buy my stuff and I just have no idea. So that was pretty crazy.
That's so weird. Like that
Right?
really is that, they're watching all your content
Yeah.
and then they're finally like, "Oh, this sweet peaceful human being, I can't watch them in that light."
Yeah, like, oh my god, this girl's actually a person. Like, that's insane.
When did you start doing that? And why did you start doing
So I actually started when I think I was like 22, 23. I started when it was premium Snap. Like that's how long I've been doing this for. So I did that for about like a year full time, and then I kind of like backed out, and then when OF came out, they messaged me and they were like, "Oh, we think you should make an account on like OF." So I did, and then I was probably only on OF for probably like 2 months full time before I even started university. And that was like 4 years. So I started doing it again full time like 2.5 years ago.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you haven't been doing it that long, but you've been doing stuff like that for a very long time. And then what is your day to day being an OF creator, being a spicy creator, and then also being a cosplayer, which you have really, really fun cosplays. And we're
Yes.
gonna talk about anime also, but
Perfect.
what is your day to day?
Okay. My day to day is like low key a little embarrassing. Because I could be doing more with my time, but I decide to spend a lot of time playing video games like Fortnite and World of Warcraft. But a typical day for me, I get up, usually always make my coffee and breakfast at home. It's like my favorite thing to do. So I'll do that. And while I eat, I'll play World of Warcraft or Fortnite. Like I'm like what's like worse than an iPad kid is like what I am. Like I'm like I can't watch something while I eat. I actually have to be like physically playing something. Don't know when that started, by the way. But that's just who I am now. And then after I'm done my like 2 to 3 hour gameplay in the morning, I try to make it to the gym, but if I don't, that's also okay because then I just like shower, get ready, and kind of do like what I have to do. Like sometimes I'll make YouTube videos, sometimes I'll make like reels or posts and that kind of stuff. And then once I'm done that, I'll eat again and then play more video games. And then usually I log on to live like before I go to bed. It's like a typical day for me.
Where did the World of Warcraft? I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like I don't even play WoW, and
Really?
where did the World of Warcraft come from?
Like 4 years. No, sorry. It was the summer right after COVID. Um, I got a PC and like one of my best friends have been playing World of Warcraft for like literally 20 years. Like literally almost since it's come out, they've been playing World of Warcraft. So they were like, "Oh, you should download this game." And here we are. I love World of Warcraft. I'm not afraid to admit it.
That's perfectly fine. Like I've had D&D content creators. I play D&D, so I understand like wanting to be a part of that world. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, Fortnite and then World of Warcraft are just two completely different spectrums. So I'm like, all right, this is interesting.
Yeah. There's no middle ground here. It's like one or the other for sure. Yeah, we love that.
And then your love for anime, because I've gotten to see your backgrounds. I've gotten to see just, you know, when you do your hauls or when you talk about the new art that you have. I love your cats, by the way.
Thanks.
What got you into anime? What made you fall in love with anime? And does that inspire a lot of the content that you make?
Oh God, yeah. Like I would say, so what got me into anime, um, was actually like Pokemon and like Yu-Gi-Oh and Sailor Moon. Because that's all I used to watch like as like a kid. And then I kind of phased out of it for a bit. And then it wasn't until I met somebody that was like, "Oh, do you watch anime?" And I was like, I totally forgot about anime. This is like 10 years ago. And then I decided to watch like adult animes, not like kids anime. So I watched Death Note for the first time, and I just like fell in love with the like complexity of anime and like the meanings behind it. And it's not all just like brain rot. It like gets you thinking because especially in Death Note, it's like between light and L. I don't know if you've ever like watched it,
Yes.
but it kind of gets you thinking because in a way like they both firmly believe that they're doing the right thing, but like at the end of the day is like, is light really doing the wrong thing by like, taking out these like criminals and like really bad people and like that kind of stuff. So it kind of like makes you think. And then they add in like shinigamis, which is kind of like another layer to it. So it not only does it have like complexity, but it also has like lore, and it also has like, real life like not, I guess not real life. I don't know if shinigamis are real, but like it's like a real life, belief, like the shinigami and like ghosts and stuff. So I think it just has so much depth to it, and like that's why I love watching anime, because it's not just like brain rot, it like gets you thinking, Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see what the comments look like in this video when you have when those when when those guys start being like, "Yo, you should watch this very obscure anime that nobody gives a
Yeah.
shit about." I can't wait
Yeah.
until we see those comments. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, especially when I'm on live, they're like, watch this anime, and like that kind of stuff. And especially One Piece, like people are like, you have to watch One Piece. I am not watching One Piece. I am not watching like 1,200 episodes of something like that. I mean, maybe I'll cave eventually, but that's like a lot for me right now. And everyone's like, watch it, watch it. And I'm like, "Ugh, I can't bring myself to do it right now. It's just like a lot.
No, I will link arms with you and die on that hill. I am not watching One Piece.
I
Screw
will
that.
die on that hill. You
Screw
said it.
that.
Yeah. It's too much. Like it's like if people who watch it and they love it, they started watching it like years ago,
Mm.
and now like 1,000 more episodes have come out since then. Too much.
100%. So what are some cosplays that you do want to do in the future? Are there any specific anime or specific characters that you want?
Okay, so I really want to do Granny from Dandadan.
Yes.
Um, I love her. I love Dandadan. I watch it when I'm at the gym. That's like my reward, is watching an episode of Dandadan on the treadmill. I really want to do, yeah, I want to do Granny. Hell's Paradise. I definitely want to do a Hell's Paradise cosplay because I really like Hell's Paradise. And aside from like anime, I really want to do a Catwoman cosplay. And what else? Oh, I want to do another Bulma cosplay too. Bulma from Dragon Ball. I seen like such a sick cosplay. that I want to do. So I might do Bulma as well. We'll see.
So why Catwoman? Because I know you've done Starfire from the Teen Titans, but why Catwoman?
Um, Honestly, I saw the cosplay of Catwoman and I thought it looked really sick. It's like I need to do that. Um, I just like I'm not a big like DC person, to be fair. Like I don't watch a lot of like DC. I've cosplayed like Poison Ivy before, but I think like Catwoman hits different, but like I don't think I'll ever do a Harley Quinn cosplay or anything. It's just like I don't think like that's really my style. I really like focusing more on like anime cosplays, but Catwoman, Poison Ivy can be like the exception.
And then do you go to any like local conventions? I really don't know how Canada works. So is there any in your area? Because I know that like the cities are spread far apart.
They are, yeah. I go to one where I'm from. I'm from Nova Scotia. And we have like a small one here. It used to be every October, but now it's every November. Um, and I do try to go. I didn't go this year because I couldn't actually bully any of my non-cosplaying friends to like come with me this time. So I ended up not going at all because I don't know, I didn't want to like go by myself, I guess. Um, but yeah, I love conventions. I really want to go to ones in America this year because those look so fun. Like I cannot wait to go to America and go to like Comic-Con or something or like the one in New York, like anything really.
That sounds, I mean, yeah, I'm from America, so that sounds so weird to me as you're saying I want to go to America. I'm like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool, I guess." Have you never been to the States?
I actually just went to the States for the first time a couple weeks ago. I went to Florida for like 24 hours and then came back and that
I'm
was
so
it.
sorry. I'm so sorry. That's the one state you get welcome to in America.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
I went to Fort Lauderdale. It was at like I thought it looked nice, but like, it was like hot and sunny and there's like palm trees and like the ocean. And right now where I'm from, it's like cold and raining and like so like I don't know, the weather was really nice. I thought like the city was nice too.
It so we here in the States we make, jokes about Florida saying like Florida people are built differently. So
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that that was your first interaction. And also for like 24 hours is wild. But yeah, I think that's something that, you need to cross off your list is go visit like New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, and do something like that. And plus you talked about like, during your day to day that you film YouTube videos and you do a lot of try on hauls, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, but you also haven't done it in a long time.
Yeah.
Why is that?
um there was a lot of leveling to do on World of Warcraft,
Oh
unfortunately.
my god. Oh my god.
Unfortunately,
You
I had to make sacrifices, and YouTube was the first to go.
for the grind. For
Yeah.
the grind, really. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Well, you like what you like sometimes, and like, unfortunately, sometimes it just consumes like months of your life.
I can't blame you when Marvel Rivals came out. That was me for like the first 2 months when it first came out. I was like, "Man, I want to grind this, stream this, build a community off this," and then I fell off and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." But
Yeah, you're brave with Marvel Rivals. That is so sweaty.
oh, 100%, but I love it. And
Yeah.
like you said, what you like, and sometimes it takes over
That's
your
true.
life.
That's true. That's true. I did say that. Yeah, you're right.
Because I've seen other creators who have, work on cosplays and then also try to do the other stuff. And I've seen like how they vlog,
Mhm.
their cosplay builds or anything like that. Is that something you've thought about doing and you're just hesitant on it? Or are you just kind of like chill with the YouTube and you're just gonna
Um,
focus on like Instagram and TikTok? What's up?
so what's actually very funny about that is the amount of videos I have in my camera roll of like behind the scenes and fully edited videos that I just haven't posted is like actually insane. Um, I've thought about it for sure, and I've even made content. But what always happens with me is I'll start recording and I'll forget to finish it. So the amount of like half recorded videos I even have is like insane. Or I'll make like a whole video, edit it, and I'll like watch it and I'm like, I actually hate this. Like I don't like how I look in this angle, and like then I just don't post it. It's like a bad habit to have, but like in my head, I'm like, if it's not perfect, like if I feel like it's not perfect, I feel like I shouldn't post it. But I think I'm gonna start posting like more and more behind the scenes. Um, because especially when I stream, people always ask like, what do your days look like? Like, what do you do? Like, who are you? Kind of thing. Um, so I do want to post like a lot more behind the scenes and like get ready with me, or kind of like showing you how I make certain cosplays, or like try on hauls on my cosplays and that kind of stuff. So I definitely plan on doing more of that, especially since it's winter now. Like I have a lot more time to actually like focus on, my like cosplays and like content creation and that kind of stuff. So we'll see. More to come, maybe. If I get off World of Warcraft, you might see some.
Even like playthroughs of like World of Warcraft, I swear like that would be good too. But yeah, that was my immediate thought. I was like, she has this huge following, which congratulations. Like you definitely have put in the work. And I see, how many views your videos get. And I'm like, okay, that's dope. And then I don't see any of like the behind the scenes stuff. And I was like, I really, really wonder what's going on there.
These have all been thoughts, and just know that I have a lot of gigabytes in my TikTok right now of half recorded behind the scenes. And I have a lot of full videos that I've never uploaded to YouTube. I actually made this video that was supposed to be for like YouTube or something, and it was like how I made my Poison Ivy cosplay. Um, and it's fully edited. I just never uploaded it because I didn't like how my face looked in certain like angles, and it wouldn't make sense to edit it out, or else it wouldn't make sense. And I know people like don't care, like they probably don't care if like but in my head, I like tell myself, I'm like, they do care and they'll hate you if you post this. I'm working on that. I go to therapy, okay? We're good. We're getting there. So eventually I will be posting like a lot more. I'm just shy. Like, believe it or not, I'm just like very shy.
Oh no, 100% I can believe that you're very shy. I can definitely believe that.
Yeah.
But even it's something like this, like, being on the show and us just having a conversation, a lot of your fans are going to love this because they're going to get to see another side of you that isn't asking men on the internet to meow.
I know. I know. There is actually some Omegles that didn't make it. Those are the funniest ones. There was I need to stop doing this actually, because something's gonna get clipped and posted. Because after a while, when you're just like, like scrolling on Omegle and stuff, um, somebody asked me if I was a femboy, and like jokingly, I was like, yeah, which I'm not. I'm not a femboy. By the way, I'm not a femboy. But his reaction was so funny. I like kept going along with it with different people. And then afterwards, I'm like, I can't post that. Like, people like, I can't be like, yeah, like, because they'd be like, oh, like, look up. I think there was one I posted, and the guy was like, oh, look up to see if like I had an Adam's apple or something. That one made it, but I'm like, I cannot be posting out here that I'm like being like, yeah, I'm a femboy, or else people are gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, what? So yeah, those ones didn't make it, but like, a little odd sometimes. That's okay.
That's a wild fafo right there.
I know.
Because then you're like, well, you could subscribe and
Yeah.
see if I'm a fanboy, and then that's just marketing, just taking them straight to your site. That's all
I
that is.
know. See, I thought about that for sure. I thought about that. But then I was like, oh, what if somebody like believes it and doesn't check? You know what I mean? Then they're out here being like, oh, that chick's a dude. Like, Too risky.
I want to know, are you going to ever do anything with the education that you did get?
Yes. So my education was based on the fact that I've always wanted to be a lawyer.
Mhm.
Always. So I did paralegal, and then with my paralegal diploma, I did it to see if I would like the legal world, I guess, because why do like a whole undergrad, which like realistically a lot of undergrads you can't even really use unless you get like further your education. So I'm like, why am I going to get like a useless bachelor's just to like go to law school and do that to, get to the legal world and realize like, oh my God, I actually don't like it here. So that's why I did my paralegal, because at least it like kind of puts you in the realm of like the legal world. So you can kind of like get a taste of what it would be like working on cases and like what legal terms are and like how basic knowledge on how everything works kind of thing. So I ended up really liking it. So then I did 2 years and I had a lot of transferable credits. So I only had to take 2 years of university for my political science to get into law school. Um, I just haven't taken the LSAT yet, which, believe it or not, I have studied for it for sure. But I have like all the credentials. I have the GPA. I have like, all I have to do is take the LSAT and apply for law school. Um, I just wanted to focus on content creation a bit more before I like fully immerse myself with like law school because that's a lot of work and like um that's like a big girl job, like it's
What?
like that's like scary. Like, you know, you can't play World of Warcraft in a law office every morning, okay?
You could, you'd just be asked to leave, but you
Yeah,
could.
I could. Technically, I could, but like realistically, I probably shouldn't. So that's where I'm at with that. Eventually, I'll go. Eventually, but I'd say I plan on taking the LSAT in 2026, and then I'll be applying to law school probably shortly after that.
Oh, well, I'm definitely excited to see, if you let everybody into that part of your life. I'm definitely excited to see, the, "Hey, I made it to law school, so I can say congratulations in 2026," because I know that'll happen.
I know.
But,
Yeah.
like, political science, why did you choose that?
Because political science has a lot of crossovers when it comes to like anything legal. So when you learn a lot of stuff about political science, like I one of the courses I took in university, well, I guess some was like policing in society. So like policing in society crosses over with like the legal aspect of things in society. And even like they offer straight up like legal courses to take. So I took a lot of those to just like try to further my education on how the system works that I'm about to be like entering, you know? Because a lot of this stuff, like when they make laws and like legislation and stuff, that all impacts society and that all like a lot of it goes through politics. So like what's the point of going to law school and like learning about the law when I don't even know how like these laws get passed? You know what I mean? Like if I don't have that
Mhm.
like basic understanding, then I don't think I'd be like a very good lawyer, you know?
Wow, we need you here in the States. I will say that.
I'm like scared of I'm scared of politics in the States. That's like not for the weak.
It's not, but you have the best mindset towards it, I could say that.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm like very passionate about my studies and I think that's why I got such good grades. Because like I actually cared about what I was learning about and like that makes a huge difference when like you're not just there for a degree, you're there cuz like you actually are like interested in like the content that they're teaching you. So like I really enjoyed my time in university. So glad it's over though. It was a lot of work, but like glad I went.
Do you have a specific, like a specific type of law that you want to get into?
Yes. I initially wanted to do divorce law.
Oh god. Oh God.
Yeah. But I wanted to do arbitration and mediation. So like mediation is what people who are like getting divorced go to when they're like willing to work amicably and like come to a solution. Because it's either like you go to a mediator or you pay like 10 grand each and go to court and like the judge just decides what everybody gets. Um, so that's like kind of what you threaten people with, like, okay, well, like if you guys aren't going to work something out here, this is all going to the judge, and like you guys might not get anything you want because it's going to be up to the judge. And so people, I think in mediation you work with more amicable couples who are separating opposed to like very hateful couples who are separating. I'm still open to working with like hateful couples. Mostly because I think, oh, how can I say this without it sounding like insensitive? I feel like if I work in that line of work, my days would never be boring, essentially. Like, which is good. Like I need like stimulation in like my day to day for me to keep like wanting to proceed, you know?
Oh no, 100%. I was
Yeah.
wondering what you were going to say when you said you didn't want to sound insensitive. No, that's perfect. You want to let me just get this straight. You're like American politics is scary and law is a big girl's job. And then you're like, cool, I want to watch the people fist fight
Yeah.
for the pets and the car.
Mhm. Yeah, I want the tea. I want the tea. And it stems from when I was like bartending. Um the place I worked at, a lot of people like if you were on like a day shift, a lot of people would come in, like a lot of regulars, and a lot of these regulars were in the middle of divorces, and they would sit at the bar and like vent to you about like their divorce process and like everything like that. So that's what got me thinking. I'm like, wow, like I just like I don't know. Feel like it'd be interesting to work with people like that because like what do you mean you won't give this person like the microwave just purely out of spite? Like what do you mean? Like that doesn't make sense. I don't get that. Just give them in the microwave. Just buy a new microwave. But for a lot of people it's like the principle, right? So I think in a way working with people like that would just be like a source of entertainment in like the most vulnerable form, unfortunately, but at the end of the day like it would be interesting for sure, like I don't know.
When you were younger, did you always want to be a lawyer or, did you have something just completely outfield that will probably never happen?
When I was in high school, people would ask me what I wanted to be like after high school, and I actually used to tell them I wanted to be a stripper.
Holy shit. Okay.
And
Cool.
then yeah, and I don't know, and thinking about it now, I did tell a lot of people that. And I don't know. Then I was like, oh, I should go to law school. Why not? So I did. So I went to university. Woo.
Did everybody respectfully, did everybody think that you just didn't care? Cuz you're
Yeah.
like I said, you're super smart, but you play it off like you're not.
You know one thing a teacher said to me that stuck with me through like my whole life in high school. She looked at me, she was like, you can do all of this. You just like don't try. I'm like, yeah, you're right. ADHD, I guess. I don't know. Like she's like, you just don't apply yourself. But it's different because the things I like really care about and the things I'm like really passionate about, I do apply myself and I do think I'm really good at it. Um, but if you put me in like a film and video class in high school, like, I'm probably not gonna like fully invest myself in it. But now as I'm older, that's not really the excuse. Now I'm just like shy and like a little nervous what I put out there because I'm like, what if they hate me? It's like different worries now. It's not a choice anymore. It's kind of like a fear or like a concern or something.
Yeah, I can definitely see, for anybody,
Yeah.
growing a social media following is hard. Hell, and
Yeah.
yet I see you maintain and see, the growth from your videos and see, your TikTok and see all of this and I'm like, oh, she has this down, and you have a set formula. It's, you
Thanks.
know, three hours in the morning of World of Warcraft, and then you're good.
See, I can't miss that. That it's like very detrimental to start my day with a slow morning of gaming, whatever that may look like between Fortnite and World of Warcraft. But you know how I actually justify that? In my head, I'm like, okay, I could stay in and spend the night playing like 8 to 12 hours of World of Warcraft some days, but at least I'm not spending money. Okay, because once I
Yes.
leave the house, I'm out there like tapping my card like there's no tomorrow. Like I'm like, oh, I would love to go to the mall and like literally buy everything that I want. Um, but I'm like, I can't keep doing that because it was no longer like bringing me joy, essentially. Um, and now I just find more joy playing like World of Warcraft with my friends, by the way. Don't think I'm on here by myself, okay? I do hop on Discord and talk to people like while I'm clocked in, okay? So I'm like not some like loner who's like always by themselves just playing World of Warcraft and like up in their place with their cats. Like I talk to people. I just want to make that clear. Like I have friends and I do leave the house sometimes, but I tend to like restrict myself a bit.
The last question I have for you as we begin to wind down is, why no Twitch? Why no Kick? Why no, why no make this another source?
Well, the funny thing is I actually do have Twitch. My computer's just not like I've been meaning to upgrade my computer for a long time. It just seems like a lot of work. And then I saw that the Steam Cube was coming out, like
Mhm.
the so I think I might just wait to get that. So because it's like more portable and stuff, right? But the way that my PC set up now, it can't really like it lags a lot when I run a game on Twitch. And like I used to sometimes log on to Twitch, but I don't know. Like I think a lot of it's just like what if they think I'm weird?
Yeah, I'm so sorry for the amount of men that are about to DM you and be like, "Let me help you set up your Twitch. Let me mansplain a new
Yeah.
PC." I'm so sorry. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah, no, definitely. I get a lot of listen, I get especially when I'm on like TikTok live and stuff, people are like we want to watch you like play games, you know? But I like they're like, "Well, you should stream Fortnite." And then I'm like, "Okay, but if I'm out here streaming Fortnite, then you guys can actually see how like talk shit I am for the amount of hours I've put into this game, okay? Like I'm clocked in over 2,000 hours on Fortnite. Why am I still consistently coming in 43rd place in duos? Like it doesn't make sense. And like that's just like kind of it gets to a point where it's like a little embarrassing, you know? Because I should be better. Like realistically, I should be better. But I don't know, maybe one day we'll see. I think for sure I'll get back into it. Like more and more I'm getting a little better. Like it's just like baby steps like with me. I think I gentle parent myself a lot, which like I shouldn't. But we're working on it over here.
Bruh, you had no idea who I was, and I asked you, "Hey, come be on my show."
Yeah.
And you say you're shy, and yet you took that risk. So for one, kudos to you, because I could be weird. I
Yeah,
am, but I mean I could be more weird.
I mean, I did watch a lot of your videos because in my head I'm like I should bail. I should bail. Like in my head I was getting like that little inkling, but the more I watch your videos, the more I was like, okay, this guy seems like very cool and like easy to conversate with. Cuz my biggest fear is doing something like this and like the other person not really saying much or like not really like laughing and like making me feel weird, which like this hasn't felt weird at all, which is good. Like you're good at conversating and you're good at like listening, which like that's like the perfect the perfect person to talk to like for me.
I'm going to shit on you though when I do see you do cool things. I will do that, so just be prepared in the future, okay?
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
But What are your handles so that everybody can go and blow up your DMs and tell you what kind of PC that you need to get so that you're not dog shit 43rd duos consistently.
My handles are not April Rayne. I think everywhere, actually. Pretty consistent everywhere.
I do have to agree with that. I was struggling to find your stuff because I thought it would be just April Rayne, and it's not April Rayne. I think on YouTube also.
Yeah, I think it's not April Rayne on YouTube. I think I changed it on Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. The only reason it's not April Rayne is because April Rayne got banned a long time ago. So, but not April Rayne still works. So here we are. I am not the person that got banned years ago. I'm different. I'm not her.
Okay. Well, eventually we'll have to have a part 2 when you feel more comfortable and you're not shy. But thank you so much for being here. I definitely appreciate it. You know, taking your time out of your busy schedule, grinding on World of Warcraft to come
My
hang
busy
out with me for a little bit.
my busy World of Warcraft schedule. I know. Thank you for having me. I've never done anything like this before, so thanks for giving me the opportunity. You took my podcast virginity, so thank you.
Now you're gonna have like everybody wanting to be on your show, which could be a great thing, or you get the one person that doesn't want to talk and just is like in the mic the entire time.
Yeah, if I'm ever on a podcast like that, you'll see me like rocking in a corner somewhere and maybe crying because that's like a nightmare.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will see each and every one of you in our next videos. Bye, guys.
Bye.